Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a video using items that my patrons picked for me to use in a layout. So once I reached my second goal that I had set for myself, I put a poll up and had them pick which items they wanted to see me use in a layout for one of my YouTube videos. So for this layout, there was stitching, 6x6 paper pad, a stencil, and sequins. So I had a big long list of things and then they just voted on them, and whichever had the most votes, those are the items that I am using. So I had this brilliant idea to use some soft gloss gel and mix it with glitter. You guys, this was a huge mistake. Y'all will see in just a minute. I thought that it was going to make this like clear, really pretty glitter like paste. No. It looked really pretty, and then I went to go pull it up, and yeah, it didn't quite work the way that I thought it was going to work. So, unfortunately, that's not going to work. But, thankfully, I am going to just cover it up with that paper that I have cut already apart here to the side. So I'm using some photo play papers, the 12x12 papers, and then I am pulling, this is all stuff from my stash, and I'm pulling in a 6x6 paper pad from Doodlebug. If I can find this stuff, I will have it linked below. If I cannot, then it's older, they're older things. So on to the next thing. So my first idea did not quite work out. So I'm pulling out another stencil. This stencil, I believe, was given to me at my retreat from Sandy. And, excuse me. And I'm going to use some gold paint and a blending tool. So this is one way that you can use your stencils if you don't have any kind of like texture pastes. You can just use that foam blending, and look how pretty that is. So I just lined it up and I'm using that along the edge. So it's just going to give a nice, just a nice texture, some shine, another layer and another element to the page. And so the first idea didn't work, so I rolled on with the second idea, and it actually worked out really good, and I really like the way that it looks. And I saved that paper. It's all good, right? At first I was like, oh, I did all of this hand stitching off camera, so it would save some time. I just poked holes. They're not perfect by no means, but I love the way that hand stitching looks, and I can't get to my sewing machine right now because of all the retreat stuff piled up in front of it. So stitching was one of the elements that they wanted to see me use, so I had to hand stitch. So this layout came together pretty quick though. I'm documenting a photo just from last weekend. My family and I went to the mountains in North Carolina. We went on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and it was beautiful, beautiful. We did it last year as well, and I think that this is going to be a new tradition for our family. I really enjoy it. I love taking pictures. Emily enjoys it, and Greg drives, so it works out good. So right now I'm using that 6x6 paper pad, and I'm putting a whole bunch of layers behind my photo. The first layer I used was just a plain like burgundy red, deep red, and then I put a gingham, it's like two different colors of green and white. And then the last layer that I used was a whole bunch of little leaves. And it has all of the colors from the collection, or well, not the collection, but from the 6x6 paper pad. So I'm going to show you that you don't have to have a full collection to make a layout. This is definitely a whole bunch of things from all kinds of things, from all different kinds of companies and different collections and all. So you can pull from your stash and still create a beautiful layout. Like I said, the 12x12 papers are from Photoplay. The 6x6 paper pad is from Doodlebug. I just pulled in a gold doily because I wanted to bring in that gold color. And I'm going to use these flowers from, where are they from? Queen & Company. I got them at the Scrapbook Expo this past summer, and I got them for fall layouts. So I'm really super excited to use them, and I'm going to use some of them have gingham on them. So the bigger ones that I'm using have gingham, and then the other ones are like kind of like velvet. They're super cute, and then they have a little rhinestone in the middle. So you can see that I'm pulling from a lot of different companies, a lot of different collections. I also have some puffy stickers off to the side right here that are from an old Cocoa Daisy kit. I believe it was last fall's kit. I'm not sure if it was November or October. But they are super cute, so I'm going to use those as well. And I'm just using some glue dots for these little flowers. They're not super dimensional, which is great, and they're fabric, so they add that another texture and just really, really cute, I think. I also have some yellow ones that have polka dots on them, so they will be fun to use in the future as well. So yay, I'm going to go ahead and start adhering all of this down, and then I am going to, of course, run out of ATG. What's new? I always run out of ATG on camera, you guys. It never fails, which most of the time if I'm scrapbooking, I'm filming. So the odds are I am going to run out on camera, right? Thankfully, I have a whole bunch here in the drawer that I just bought like last month off of Amazon. And so, yeah, they last me a while. So I'm going to go ahead quickly and redo that and get it all good. I'm going to leave that on camera because it doesn't take me that long. I'm like a pro at this now, seriously. All right, so we're back to the layout. So yeah, it's all three of us at one of the stops on the parkway. It was a beautiful day, you guys. When we first started our little journey on the Blue Ridge Parkway in Asheville, North Carolina, it was super, super foggy and windy and rainy. And then like we stopped at one of the rest stops, and I was like, oh, should we continue? It said on the weather app that it was going to be a beautiful day and there was not going to be any rain. And I was really frustrated and really upset because, you know, we drove 3 hours to get there the night before, and I was really excited for this. I always am. And so yeah, we decided to continue going, and we went literally right over the mountain, not even like 2 miles, and sure enough, it was beautiful. The sun shined the rest of the day. There was a little bit of wind, but not bad. It didn't rain the rest of the day. The fog disappeared. It was gorgeous. So we had a really great time, and I'm super glad that we continued on the journey and didn't just give up. So it's kind of a metaphor there. Just keep going and things will turn out better than you planned. So those stickers, I believe, are from a Pebbles collection, and it's a newer collection. Not brand new, but newer. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find those for you guys. And then this Nuvo, I think it's called Antique Gold. Let me make sure. Yes, it's Antique Gold, and I love this stuff. It looks amazing. Like I said before, I've not used it on white cardstock, but I've used it on darker cardstock and then the wood grain, and it's gorgeous, you guys. Once it dries, it's so pretty. I love it. I also, while I was talking, used some of those puffy stickers. One says Happy Autumn, and then I used a couple hearts. And I'm going to pull out some of these sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. They've been in my stash for a super long time, and they are called Pumpkin Pie. I'm not sure if you can find these anymore because they're really old, and they're just flat sequins. So that was one of the items that I had to use on this layout that my patrons picked for me to use. So here's my sequins. I'm just going to use them kind of right around the title in 2 places. And then I'm going to pull out some stickers from a Simple Stories fall collection that I got from my little scrapbook store. And what is that? I think it's called Forever Fall. Yep, right here. And I'm going to pull out some of the leaves and place right there at the edge of my photo. So as you guys can see, you can use a ton of stuff from your stash to make a really fun, cute layout, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any upcoming videos. If you would like to be part of my Patreon community, I would love to have you. I will have the link below so you guys can check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of my patrons who helped pick these items to use in this layout. I hope that y'all have an amazing day, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. Bye!